Good morning, boys and girls. This is Miss Knutson and Miss Spellacy's Phonics.
Today we are on Unit 5, Week 4 already. It is April 20th today, and this week there's something special happening. Do you know what it is?
My brother's birthday?
No, it's Earth Day.
Earth Day? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that just where we celebrate that we live on Earth?
We celebrate the Earth for what it is and what it gives us.
Oh, and you have to take care of the place you live, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, so Earth Day is when you take care of your place you live, your planet Earth.
Yeah, so that is what we are going to be focusing on this week is Earth Day because that is this week.
Nice.
So, starting off the bat for our new vocabulary words of the week, our first one is Earth Resources.
Earth Resources?
Mm-hmm. Earth resources are things found in nature that people can use.
Oh.
Water and trees are important Earth resources.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
you think of an Earth resource that I didn't talk about?
I can actually. I know people use minerals found in the earth. People mine for minerals like gold and silver, but also stuff like gas,
Oil.
Oil and natural gas. People use those earth resources.
Yes, very good. Can you think of any we didn't talk about? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Our next one is curious.
Oh, curious. Oh, like Curious George.
Yes,
oh.
the monkey that always asks what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you are curious about something, you want to learn more about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to find out what is in the box.
Oh.
Have you ever been curious before?
Oh, yes, all the time. I'm curious like a cat. Yeah.
Cats are curious, aren't they? They
Mhm.
like to linger around and find out what's up.
Get into a lot of stuff.
My dogs can be very curious,
Mhm.
especially when I'm cooking something.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious what earth resources I might use today.
Me too.
Probably paper.
Definitely water.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next word is rarely. If something happens rarely, it does not happen often. So
Oh.
every once in a while is when these things happen. It rarely rains in the dry desert.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why it's so dry.
Mhm.
It rarely makes me, I'm rarely sad. I'm usually
too.
pretty happy.
Mhm.
Rarely am I sad. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
I would agree to that. That was a vocab word.
Oh, look at that, boys and girls. Keeping it fresh.
Oh, they're stuck together. All right, here we go. Our next word is gently. If you do something gently, you do it carefully or lightly. The girls gently patted the puppy at the shelter. Show how you would gently pat a kitten. So very soft,
Very soft.
not too hard.
Yeah, gentle
Very
fingers.
gentle.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a pet at home, you can gently take this time to gently pet them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When I was growing up, we had dogs, and my parents used to tell me that we had to be gentle with them, but we also taught the dogs to be gentle
Gentle
as
when taking
well.
treats.
Yeah, be gentle.
Dixie does that too.
Mm-hmm. You have to be nice.
Our next word is distance. If you see something from a distance, you see it from far away. Miss Knutson has glasses so she can see further in the distance.
Mm-hmm. And I'm wearing contacts to do the same thing.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right now is a good time to keep your distance from
Mhm.
other people.
Mm-hmm. And not because you don't like them, it's just safety.
Mhm.
Keep healthy and safe.
Our next word is enormous.
Oh, that's an enormous word. It's so big.
It is. Something that is enormous is very large in size or amount. The bird looked tiny on top of the enormous rhinoceros.
It really does.
Rhinoceros.
A rhinoceros.
Woo!
That's an
Yikes.
enormous
Rhino.
word too.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
I would look enormous compared to an elephant.
The elephant would look enormous compared to you.
Yes.
Yes, you would look enormous next to an ant.
I would.
Mm-hmm. What would you look enormous next to? All right. Proudly.
If you do something proudly, you do it in a way that shows you are pleased with what you have done. Julia smiled proudly when she finished her painting.
Miss Newton and I are proud of our students, so we proudly smile when we think about our hard
Yes,
workers in
we
second
do.
grade.
Is there something you're proud of? And supplies, our last word of the week. If you have a supply of something, you have an amount of that thing to use. The teacher had a supply of colored pencils for the class.
Oh, I have a supply of food in my pantry right now.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of supplies for math.
Oh, yes. We have a whole closet in my classroom, too. Lots of supplies when you're a teacher.
Do you guys have a lot of supply of something in your home? Let us know. All right.
We're going to move now. That was really good,
That's all
Miss
we have for
Newton.
vocabulary for the week.
All right, we are going to talk about our new sound of the week. And our new sound of the week is ah.
Ah.
Very nice. All right. We were proud of that hard
I'm
work
proud.
right there. All right, so if you can see our I can statement, please read it with us. If not, just listen while we read it to you.
I can blend words with
ah. And now it's not just ah like an O. Sometimes we see ah as A-L, like in ball. Sometimes we say ah like in pa with an A-W. Sometimes we say ah with an A-U like in sauce. And sometimes we say ah with an O-U-G-H or an A-U-G-H like in taught or sought. And you know what? I realize I missed an L, so I'm gonna add another L to ball because there are two L's. And that's okay. Ah, shucks.
We made a mistake.
Maybe next time.
Learn from our mistakes.
That's
right.
right. It's okay to make mistakes. Just try to fix it and learn from it too.
Yeah.
That's a Daniel
Absolutely.
Tiger quote right there.
You go, Daniel.
He knows a lot. All right. So we have all our ahs, and now we're going to look at some words here and try to figure out which ah is it. Is it an A-L ah? An A-W ah? An A-U ah? Or is it an A-U-G-H or an O-U-G-H ah? So these are like the words we've been working on the last couple weeks where we have to really remember how to spell the words in order to know which one it is. Because you can't really just hear it in a word. You can't go paw and know it's an A-W. You have to practice so you remember it's an A-W. So let's see if we can find out which one it is.
So I have to be looking at these words.
You have to be looking at these words, and you can do this with me because it's fun when you have multiple people doing stuff together.
Absolutely.
All right, so our first word is ball. So let's see if we can figure out using our eyes and our ears which ah it is. B-A-L. Ball. All right, Miss Newton, do you think it's an A-L, an A-W, an A-U, an A-U-G-H, or an O-U-G-H?
Miss Belsey, you can grab my favorite color, purple,
Ooh.
because I think it's an A-L.
You are so right. There is an A-L in there, and that A-L is making that A in there. Instead of saying ah, it says ah. Otherwise, it'd be ball, and that's not a thing. So it's ball. Very good. All right.
Thank you.
Our next word is paw. So let's break it down.
Paw.
Pa.
Paw.
You know, one of my favorite shows,
Paw
Paw
Patrol.
Patrol.
That's a
I
good
love Chase on that. All right. Now, is paw an A-L, an A-W, an A-U, an A-U-G-H, or an O-U-G-H?
I see an A-W in the spelling, so it's an A-W.
It is an A-W. Very nice. Let's keep breaking down the rest of these words.
Awesome.
Pause. Just kidding. We're going to keep going. Let's do the word pause. 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 All right. So we see an A-U in there. So we know, because we're smart second graders, that that's an A-U. But it still says ah. All right. Walk. It's a good day to take a walk outside. So let's talk about walk. 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 Oh, you know what I'm noticing, Miss Newton? That's that's why we don't see the L in walk. Otherwise, it'd be like
Walk.
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 And that wouldn't be a thing.
So AL says
Ah. Sometimes, not
Some.
always.
Yeah,
That's why we
not
have to.
always.
No, I see what you did there. Very good. She's quick over here. I like it. You should be very proud of yourself.
Thanks.
All right, let's do sauce.
Okay.
Sauce. And we see an AU. You know, what's your favorite sauce?
I was actually talking with a friend, and my favorite sauce is Prego meat flavored, not traditional. I like the
like
meat.
spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was thinking of like honey mustard to dip my chicken nuggets in.
Oh, really?
There's lots of kind of sauces out there.
Oh, ranch would definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You can dip that in grilled cheese. That's
You
pretty
can
good.
really do
You can try
anything
that at
with
home.
ranch. Yeah. Be creative with your sauces this week and say, ah. All right. Open up your jaw when you eat your sauce because it's
Here
another
it
R word.
is.
Jaw. And we see an AW. All right, there's 3 more.
Ooh.
Small.
I know this one.
Let's do it really small when we do it. Ready? Small. Small. Nice job. And that's an AL.
Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Felicity,
Mhm.
why do I hear the ul when I break it apart? Like in ball, I hear ul.
Good question.
And ul.
But not in walk. We don't hear the L
Yeah,
in
why
walk.
is that?
Well, because there's a double L. This double L right here says it's sound. So we
Oh.
see there are 3 sounds in the word ball. B-A-L. Ball. But there are 4 letters. So that AL combines
Got
to make
it.
one
So they
sound.
blend together.
They blend together. Isn't it funny how that works?
Yeah.
Sometimes letters work together in weird ways.
And I also noticed that small has, 5 letters?
5 letters.
But it's 3 sounds.
Oh, because the S and the M make a blend. Isn't that cool? S blends
Look
are
at us
fun.
learning.
We're taking everything, we're blending it together. All right, we're gonna see what we've taught you now. So let's do taught. Taught. Ooh, I heard 3 sounds in
Me
that.
too.
So
But
that-
there's so many letters.
There's a lot of letters in this one, and actually, we're gonna look and see why there's only 3 sounds. So we have a T, and that says its own name, or we have a T, and it says T. Then we have an AUGH. That's our and then we have another T. So it says T. So really, it's kind of like T-ut, but
Like a tater tot.
sometimes letters are weird and they make different sounds together. So it would be like
Yeah.
a tater tot, except we know that
This one's like
tater tot is T-O-T,
Yeah.
and this is I taught you. So I just taught you about taught and how weird it is. And it's a good word to know.
Mm.
Last word is chalk.
All
Ooh,
right,
I love
here
chalk.
we go.
Here we go. Chalk.
Chalk.
Ooh, another 3
Another.
sound.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow.
So what's happening here? Do you remember what we call those?
A blend.
It's not
So
a. Is it a digraph?
Oh, it's a diagram.
Diagram.
Nugget.
That's okay. It's been a while.
It
It has been a long time. We have that special blend word digraph here.
Digraph.
CH. So that makes its own sound. And then we have an AL, which we know now it says just
But it's 2 letters.
And we have a K, and we know K just says k, k, k. So we have chalk. Well, I'm going to chalk it up to a really good lesson because I feel like we
Yeah.
taught each other so much.
A lot. We should be proud
Mhm.
of the enormous learning we just did.
So let's pause
From a distance.
and think about how smart we are. Pat yourself on the back and say, I'm amazing.
I'm amazing.
Nice job. All right, boys and girls, have a great
See you
day.
next week.